Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
On a warm afternoon in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, EA Sports brings you to Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and off we go from uptown Charlotte. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive, and they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Young wasting no time, right to the air. And incomplete to open things up.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. To throw, Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got his man, it's Warren. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Rodgers. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw completes a Fryermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found, and one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are. Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's Young on first down. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. And once again, this is Sanders. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Young looks to throw on first down. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy. It's Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Young now. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 7. Young to throw it. That one completes a Legette. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Now here's Young. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Rodgers now on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A handoff for Warren. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here comes third and the length of the football. To throw is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 33. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the give, it's Warren. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Austin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Warren able to slither by, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Rodgers going to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Bayless Jones now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but again, zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
First and 10, Young.
He'll find McMillan here.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Young going to give it up on the touch pass.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Young to throw it.
This is caught by McMillan.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a toss. Hubbard going left.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here's Young from the shotgun. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Young. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Young. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll throw again. Young got his tight end. That's complete. That's Sanders. Touchdown from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a run with Warren. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On the run, it's Warren. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No. What was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Young back near the goal line. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Young off the play fake. He finds his man, complete. It's Jansen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Young on first down.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Now it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you know about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he was trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Austin's got it left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Warren. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Gun. It's Young. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, Young. And that is incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
Punt of 38 yards officially, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Here's Young.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Warren. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Up the middle they go.
Warren. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
Up their left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Rodgers operating from the gun. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers to throw once more. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Jones now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A first down throw for Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Now Young.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
Rodgers. A short one there to Fryermuth.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Warren, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw is Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Young now.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw, Young.
That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Young looks to throw on first down. That one completes him again.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, it's Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Looking to throw. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. As this complete to Woods. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Red 38.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now here's Young. Forced out to his...
Oh, Young loses it.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Rodgers now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
from 8 yards out. And the Steelers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, check back, Mike 6.
On 1st and 10, Young. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Young. Got a man. That's Ligon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. 55 Mike.
On the counter, this is Hubbard. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And the throw there by Young, caught by Thielen. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warren. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Rodgers now on first down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now Rodgers.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but it was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Panthers about ready to take over.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And Young's throw there incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Young to throw it.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
35 yards that time on the punt.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 36. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And again, it's Rodgers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll run on 1st down. It's Warren.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Running left, it's Warren.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield. Decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
First down, Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill, and the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Brought down by DJ Wanham.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
On first down, Warren. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
They toss it to Warren.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This a 27-yard attempt here. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
95.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That one completes illegal.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Young's throw caught by Sanders.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Young now from the 50.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, it's Warren.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, It's Warren, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 27. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, Warren. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Now he'll escape to, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Fights him off. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10, Young. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
A 1st down throw for Young.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Young will set to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Alex Highsmith
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
That one completes him again.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now out come the Steelers.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
Set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On 2nd down now. It's Warren. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third and 8.
Rodgers going to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
On the return is Jones. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down, Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Young.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Cameron Hayward, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. One last shot for Young. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.